Now we get into the last three niyamas, which are also outlined previously in the sutra as part of Kriya Yoga, or yoga as the path of action. So Sutra 243, when you approach your life from a place of fiery aspiration towards spiritual practice, you will gradually eliminate the impurities in your own body and mind. This leads to mastery over the body and sense organs. So tapas, sometimes translated as fire, often translated as discipline, here translated as fiery aspiration towards spiritual practice, devotion. That's what this discipline really is, a devotion to our spiritual practice, a devotion to our yoga practice, or the practices of yoga that will help us come closer to our universal consciousness connection. If we are able to cultivate that fiery aspiration and approach life with that fiery aspiration, with that tapas, then we will gradually eliminate the impurities in body and mind. And the heat that comes from that fire of our devotion and our aspiration is what burns away the clouds that are covering our true self. The clouds that are the impurities in our body and mind that are keeping us from knowing our true self. And when we can burn away those impurities or burn away those clouds, then we can master our body and our sense organs. We can gain mastery over these things which are part of Prakriti and keeping us from understanding our connection to universal consciousness and Purusha. So that's how I like to look at tapas. There's intensity in there, but it's necessary for us to really work towards regaining this connection to universal consciousness. And at the same time, we have to approach it with moderation. Remember back in the previous sutra where we talked about some of us will engage in these practices of yoga slowly, moderately, or intensely. The choice is ours, but regardless, we still need to have that fiery aspiration and that devotion to our practice